been a lot of star players for Chelsea this season. He's been right up there. What's he added to his game this season, do you think, Hazard?
I think when people talk about consistency, I think he's been consistently superb. There was an interview with John Terry recently, and John Terry put him in the same category as the Messis and Ronaldos of this world. And when he said it, I thought for him to say that, of all people, I know he's the Chelsea leader, if you like, but it was a fitting comment on a player who this season at times has just looked unplayable. I mean, the highlight here that you showed against Hull and this match against
Tottenham, isn't it? Just before
Christmas.
Christmas.
He's just the consistency.
Because we've always known he's had it, Phil, hasn't it? It's just whether he's going to do it on that regular basis.
There was big question marks last year about whether he was a Mourinho-type player, whether he was going to, track back, do the dirty work, as you speak. But I think over the summer, I think Mourinho sat him down and told him what he had to do. And I think for me, he's been absolutely fantastic. In a 2 or 3 month period now where Chelsea haven't been at the best, he's been the one that's actually been at his best all the time. And like David said, consistently, he has been performing at the top level all season. And I agree a little bit with John Terry. I think he has made the step up to just below that level of Messi and Ronaldo, maybe at a Ribery or a Robin level, but he's on his way up and getting better.
Well, we're desperate to get somebody else into that category, aren't they? Because the two of them are having a fantastic rivalry. But you don't think either of you that he's quite in that category yet? The next one down still?
I think for the moment he is. He hasn't got the goal-scoring records yet that a Messi and Ronaldo have got. He's still got youth on his age. He's still got time on his hands, and he's getting better. I think he can actually be better than Ian Robin. We were discussing off air that Robin played in England and probably didn't suit him that much, the physicality. This guy gets kicked more than any other player in the league and gets up and gets on with it.
12 goals and 31 appearances. Sorry,
no, I was going to say the other thing with Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, they're obviously both playing in the league, in La Liga, where the competition isn't the same as the Premier League. I mean, the reason we have the best league in the world is because the competition is week in, week out against sides capable of beating those top sides, and Hazard is continually performing well. It would be, obviously, it might be a dream, but it'd be interesting to see Messi handling the system that Hazard has to play with in the Premier League.
Yeah, the old joke about Messi on a wet Tuesday night at Stoke, wouldn't it? Yeah, how would he get on there? His dribbling ability is fantastic, isn't it? And I mean, that is something that really gets people off their seats.
Yeah, and also he's not greedy. I mean, I agree with Phil that he to be mentioned along the lines of Ronaldo and Messi is fitting. But also, when you talk about Robin, I always felt that Robin was a little bit more selfish than Eden Hazard. And I mean, we're showing a montage of goals here. Granted, some of them are mazy individual runs, but they're also quite a few passes which involve better team play rather than just he as the individual looking to be successful.
I think what he's added to his game this year, he's lost that individuality of last year and he's become a team player for Chelsea, and that's why Mourinho, I think, is building a team around him.
Well, you have to do that, don't you, for Mourinho? You have to curb any individual excess for the good of the team. Now, what about his penalty taking? Do you sit at home and shout at the goalkeeper, stand still, because often the goalie's making his mind up? Or are you going to say, you naive boy, Mark?
No, if you try and read penalty takers, I mean, a lot of research has gone into penalties, and the positioning of the placement foot is a strong indicator to where the ball's going to go. I.e., if you place it left, and you watch Hazard, he hits the ball. Doesn't matter where his foot is, and a lot of the time doesn't even look at the ball.
No, he's waiting for the goalkeeper, isn't he?
And it's 12 yards out. And a firm pass is good enough to beat a goalkeeper from 12 yards, so he doesn't have to smash it.
It's similar to Cantona. Cantona used to wait for the keeper to make the move and then decide to go the other way.
Why did you have to bring him up?
Well, because he was a master at it. In the big occasion, you think, well, he's just going to smash it. No, but he had the nerve just to go up to the ball slowly, like Hazard does, and let the keeper make the first move, which takes some courage.
Could a keeper just look him in the eye and not move? You'd have a bit of a standoff then, wouldn't you?
No. I think, as I say,
the keeper's always going to do
a firm pass, that's all it is. I mean, you're talking about a guy with the talent to pass the ball 10, 20, 30 yards accurately. A firm pass into the corner, and the goalkeeper just hasn't got the time to save it.
Yeah. So the goalkeeper's always got to make the first.
You have to try and get.
You have to gamble.
If anything, you try and double bluff him by an early movement and go the other way, but.
9 out of 9 penalties in the Premier League he scored this season. He has missed one in the Champions League. It was a dead rubber. 100 Premier League appearances now. That performance against Queen's Park Rangers, we just saw the Fabregas goal. So this is the impact he's had. Look at that. You've said he's kicked more than anybody. There's the evidence of it, Phil. He's won more fouls than anybody, completed more dribbles, and look where he is. He's ninth equal in goals. Well, that's fair enough because you know, he's not a striker. Other than, you know, it's pretty impressive, that.
Well, I mean, his goals are getting better because he's, other than just being a winger now, he's actually coming and playing more central. There's been times in the last month where he's come into central midfield and grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and won the game on his own. And I think his all-round game has improved. Like I said, I think Mourinho, you've seen him in the past get rid of the luxury player like a Juan Mata, you know, that doesn't just track back, do the donkey work for the team. But this guy actually does everything. He gets kicked, he gets tackled, he dribbles, he scores. He's a complete player.